How'd you know him?
Her, if you don't mind. Melissa lived as a woman for 10 years.
This ain't no sensitivity seminar, Dan.
I've known Mel for going on 5 years now.
Melissa LeClaire apparently strangled. Real name's,
Carl Gustafson.
it's a squad.
Monica, how's it going?
You know him?
Yeah, she gave us a runaround on a Murphy game murder a while back.
So 5 minutes ago when I said, don't I know you from somewhere?
We were never introduced, sir. We saw each other from across the squad room, so technically we never did meet.
And technically, you're still a man, Dan, which means I can knock you around like one. You understand me? Go ahead, take this.
The truth, or we'll do this at the station house.
Thank you for saving me.
What happened?
I came by about 8:30 to return some CDs. And I saw Mel like that, so I called the cops.
How'd you get in?
A key. Mel had one to my place, too.
Melissa Prost, too?
Kinda, sorta.
Boyfriends, girlfriends?
Boyfriend, Josh McCain. He works at a gym on 14th and 2nd Avenue. They were having troubles, though.
What kind?
He's married, that kind.
Well, we're gonna need where you were before this, Monica.
She wanted to be a rockette.
Take a minute.
The doctor got attacked at Jefferson Memorial. We gotta respond.
We got this. Go ahead.
If it came down to it, would you really knock her around?
Yeah.
So, Sergeant Martins, the hands-on attention Captain Fraker was giving the 15th Squad was unusual.
In my experience, unheard of.
Did you see anything that would justify such intensive scrutiny of the 15th?
No.
Did any of the defendant's investigations into the 15th result in disciplinary action?
No. The allegations always came back unfounded.
Did the defendant ever say anything disparaging about Lieutenant Rodriguez in your presence?
Objection. Overruled. The witness can answer.
He said the lieutenant was a backstabber and couldn't be trusted, and that someone like that had to be dirty.
You ever see any evidence to support such an allegation?
None.
And on the day Lieutenant Rodriguez was shot, did you have a conversation with the defendant?
The captain informed me his affair with a subordinate had been found out and that he had just been passed over for promotion to deputy inspector.
And did the defendant indicate that he blamed Lieutenant Rodriguez for any of that?
Yes, he said the lieutenant had screwed him for the last time.
Nothing further.
You say you saw nothing to justify intensive scrutiny of the 15th. Are you suggesting the captain conducted investigations that were without merit?
No, but they weren't what you call strong cases.
And isn't it true that the vast majority of IAB investigations result in no disciplinary action?
Most allegations are unsubstantiated.
So 5 investigations yielding nothing, that's not unusual, is it?
Not in and of itself.
That a no?
It's a no.
How long were you in internal affairs before the incident that resulted in our being here today?
8 years.
And during that time, did you ever receive supervisory pay?
No.
Isn't it a fact that 1 week after Captain Fraker's arrest, you received a pay bump to top lieutenant's pay?
Objection. Counsel's asking the jury to draw an improper inference.
I'll let you redirect, Miss Haywood. You can answer, Sergeant.
Yes, I received a pay bump.
Nothing further.
Sergeant, what explanation were you given for your pay hike?
Excellent performance reviews.
And did your superiors ever draw any connection, explicit or otherwise, between Captain Fraker's arrest and prosecution and your pay hike?
No.
Thank you.
Victim's Dr. Ted Orkin got mugged and stabbed in the hand by a black guy in a parking lot.
Any description of the perp?
Doc said his eyes were on the knife.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, is the doctor all right?
He'll live, but this is bad luck. The knife cut the branch of the median nerve to his thumb. I'll probably never operate again.
They're gonna try to fix it?
We can't get an OR with a microscope until late this afternoon, so until then, he's all yours.
Yeah.
If I can put in a word for special attention on this.
He's a good guy?
And a good dog, good teacher.
All right. I'll call you later.
My partner, Detective Clark.
I was saying that I had just gotten out of my car when this person came up and demanded my wallet.
He was a teenager, older?
Honestly, all I could describe to you was the knife.
Start there.
Plain kitchen knife, black handle.
As far as handing over the wallet, did you cooperate with him right away?
I'm not much of a hero.
Did he seem drugged or agitated?
Just rushed, I guess.
Yeah, because if you cooperate, I'm wondering why he'd stab you.
Anybody got a grudge against you, Doc?
No, I don't think so. But after he pulled the cash out, I asked for my wallet back. I have ID cards and a memento for my wife. But when I held my hand out, he must have seen it as a threat, so he lunged at me. Not my brightest thinking. Again, I'm not much of a hero.
Could have been worse if you'd have tried to be.
I don't know. This could be a disaster.
All right, we'll give you a little time, see if you remember anything else.
Well, I told you I didn't see him.
Sometimes when people are reluctant to make an identification, it's because they were threatened by their attacker.
He said he'd kill me if I talked to police, but I really didn't get a look at his face.
Would you remember his voice if you heard it again?
Maybe. I don't know. I need some pain medication.
All right, we'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks.
Where we at?
We got the DOA's boyfriend at work. He's coming in.
What kind of work?
He owns a gym on 14th Street. Manages too.
You got a record?
Clean.
This Dr. Hawkins got some juice. He just got off with the mayor's office. He operated on the mayor? He took out the mayor's sister's gallbladder or something. Either way, where are we? The doc didn't get much of a look at the perp.
You can ID the weapon, though. Kitchen knife with the black handle.
What about the cameras in the parking lot where the doctor was stabbed?
Under repair and not functioning.
Hospital security said that Nathan Dale filed a complaint against Dr. Alkin 2 weeks ago. Now, apparently there was a shouting match and Dale had to be restrained. Now, the guy we talked to said Dale was yelling threats. BCI said Dale did 3 years for robbery and he lives on Delancey.
Get him in. I'd love nothing better than to tell the mayor there's progress.
Word is, Martin stood up this morning in court.
What, you got a mole down there?
I got a friend who's a court officer. He says things seem to be going well for the prosecution. 2-to-1 odds, he said.
Better boy, don't handicap this trial.
How's it going, Josh McCain?
Detectives McDowell and Ortiz. Come on.
Not like you two need it, but if you want, I could get you some day passes to my gym.
Take a seat.
Thanks. Within 5 visits, people start to see improvements in terms of muscle tone, cardio, posture.
Nervous about something, Josh?
No. Why would I be?
It would explain your rambling on as soon as you walked in the door.
I'm just trying to be nice. If you'd rather keep things frosty, I could do that too.
Melissa LeClaire. You know her?
Yeah, she works out at my gym. Something happened to her?
You see her socially?
Sometimes. She's a transvestite. You guys hip to that?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I mean, she hides it from a lot of people.
Is she your girlfriend?
I'm married. Okay? That's A. B, I don't go there. Period. Exclamation point.
Josh, we've been cops for a number of years now. We've seen and not passed judgment on much crazier things than some guy sleeping with a transvestite.
Whoa. Sleeping with. Let's toss this thing in reverse here, ladies.
What were you doing socially with Melissa then?
I didn't know she was a dude until we started hanging out in a group-type atmosphere. And after, I started to like her as a person. By then, did you ever see The Crying Game? Same damn thing.
So no relationship? No sleeping together?
Friendship. Hanging out together.
Where were you this morning?
I was at the gym, in my office, working out next week's schedule.
Who can confirm that?
Rick Tully. He works with me. We've been side by side all day. What happened to Melissa?
She's dead. You know anybody who wanted to hurt her?
You know the life she led.
We're gonna need Rick Tully's information.
Want me to swallow them whole? All right, here. You try and chew them quiet. Wasn't a very nice thing to do. I'd like to be reimbursed my $1.75.
This is him.
Excuse me, you got a second? Hey! Stop running!
Don't make me show you! Get your hands up! Hands up! Nathan Dale?
No.
One more time before you really piss me off.
All right, yeah. Let's go. What for?
Felony bullshit. Just move it. Where you been this morning, Nathan?
Church.
Preacher backed up.
I didn't see him, so...
So no, he can't back that up. And not because he didn't see you, but because you weren't there. Ground rule, Nathan. No lying.
Who you calling liar?
You, Nathan Dale, who said no when we asked, is your name Nathan Dale?
All right, once more. Where were you this morning?
Slept till noon.
Alone?
Except for them two hoes.
I think you're breaking our no lying deal.
Alone, yeah.
You're still breaking our deal, Nathan. I think you were out this morning. Jefferson Memorial Hospital, maybe around 8 o'clock?
Nope.
Not in the parking lot.
Never been there.
We got a guy can put you there.
Now, that's your life.
And we got your incident report with hospital security 2 weeks ago, meaning you have been there, and we can't trust a word you say.
All right, I was there with my aunt 2 weeks ago, but not since.
Why'd the guards drag you out?
My aunt was dying. 3 hours of chest pain. If I kept my mouth shut, she'd have died, come back, and died again before getting seen.
You lay blame for the wait on one particular doctor?
They making a beef on me? For what?
You go back to the hospital this morning and square it with that doctor?
I was in bed.
Because this is one you want to get ahead of, Nathan. The mayor's been calling on this. And the faster it closes, the better off you are.
Faster what closes? I was sleeping.
And you were in church, and you never been to Jefferson Memorial Hospital.
This morning, I was in my bed, sleeping. Got nothing more for you.
Well, Nathan, our opinion is that you're totally full of crap. So let's try this one again.
He is such a liar. The fact that Josh would even say that him and Melissa were platonic.
Before this turns into a ping-pong match, Monica, what can you give us that would prove he's a liar?
Ask him about last Halloween when he tried to get me and Melissa into a threesome.
That's still your version. Is there anybody else who knew about Josh and Melissa's relationship?
Rick Tully, but I doubt he'd tell you the truth.
Rick Tully, who works with Josh at the gym?
Yeah, thick as thieves, those two.
All right. We'll grab Rick up.
Thanks.
Rick's mom lives with him. She's elderly, feeble. You might be able to use that as leverage. Suggestion.
We got it handled, thanks.
And there's nothing else you're leaving out, right, Monica?
I swear to God.
Don't say that. That's when I know you're lying.
Just keep your phone on.
I will. And if I come back here, maybe you can tell Mr. Nosy over here to quit staring at me because I'm not the proper queer he thinks I should be.
Your shirt's inside out.
My friend died. It's been a very stressful day.
I understand.
What's up with Dale?
Claims he was home asleep this morning, but we've busted him about 15 lies since we grabbed him up. We'll go back at him in a bit.
Remember when Jones sent Dale's photo over to robbery squad? They say Dale matches the description on 4 robbery assaults they got. Perp used a knife in each one. So, mine was the only chair open, I guess.
You live.
Now it smells like whore.
Should we bring the doctor in? Want to line up with Dale?
Nope. Doc's too shaky. He blows the lineup, he blows the case. We get Dale to go, then bring Doc in for a confirmatory ID. Have a seat, Rick.
You know Josh McCain?
Yeah, I work with him.
You seen him today?
Yeah, we were working all day at the gym, and we were just going over some schedules at the office.
Has Josh talked to you about him being here today? Or maybe what you should say if we talk to you?
No, I didn't even know he came in.
Do you know Melissa LeClaire?
Rings a bell. I think she works out at the gym.
You know anything about her and Josh rubbing elbows together after work?
You know, you seem like a decent guy, Rick. Obviously very loyal to Josh. But you know who tends not to be loyal? Transvestite hookers. Yeah, they've been lied to, ridiculed, smacked around. And as a result, they don't have allegiance to anybody. Least of all, married players like Josh who just want to keep them on the side.
I have no idea what you're talking about, my man.
What I'm telling you, Rick, is that we're going to find out what went down between Melissa and Josh today. So you better be telling the truth, my man.
I am.
Because if we find out you're not, all of Josh's problems roll on to you.
Look, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but seriously? Am I in the right room? Because this doesn't make any sense to me.
I hope that's the case, Rick.
Your mom lives with you, right? Why are you bringing that up?
If we catch you lying, who else is gonna take care of your mom when you're trying to get out of jail, trying to come up with money for lawyers' fees, trying to pay your fines, trying to save your job? They will swing by and wheel her into a van, Rick.
You got 5 seconds, Rick. Then you're officially on the hook. 1, 2, 3.
Josh came in late today.
And he told you to lie and say he was there the whole time?
Yeah. Smart move, Rick. It may sting right now, but believe me, that's a smart move.
Nice picture, don't you think?
That ain't me.
Oh, that's so you. It's like you posed for it.
Sit down, Nathan. Where were you last Tuesday at 9 p.m.?
Snowboard. Man, I don't know.
6th Street and Avenue C, ripping off Violet Walker, 81, with the knife to her face. How about a week before that, Wednesday, early morning?
Starting to come together here, Nathan?
12th Street near 2nd Avenue, sticking up John Peterson, a Cooper Union kid, also at knife point. I got 2 more here. You want to hear about them?
I didn't rob nobody.
Yeah, but somehow your face got burned into their memory.
This is where things can go one of 2 ways, Nathan.
I'm telling you.
Now, what happened with all the robberies, and we can work out a package deal with the DA that leaves out attempted murder on the doctor this morning, or we just sit here talking, wasting time.
We'll get Violet Walker in here for a lineup.
And John Peterson and the doctor, then 8 years for robbery will turn into 25 for attempted murder.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
All right. I did the old lady, but that's the only one.
Now, John Peterson's got a photographic memory. It took half a second to pick you out of a photo array.
All right, I did him too, but I did not do that doctor.
Who just happens to have gotten stabbed and carries the more serious charge.
I didn't do him.
Your hand slipped. It wasn't intentional. You weren't trying to kill anybody, but without an explanation, it sounds cold-blooded.
And for what, Nathan? A nick on the doc's hand? A tiny cut that could go for simple assault, and a threat to kill him that can disappear or not. And you're in jail for the rest of your life. All right, suit yourself. We'll see you around.
Get up.
5 years.
That's lowballing it, Nathan.
5 years max.
We'll call the DA, see what we can do.
So, DA didn't go for it. They want a statement first, then they'll talk deal, but not just a regular statement, Nathan. They're bending the rules and let you make a statement of remorse.
Yeah, just like that.
Detective Pearson, are you familiar with the defendant?
He was my commanding officer in internal affairs.
Were the 2 of you also romantically involved?
For 14 months, until I ended it.
During that time, did the defendant ever speak to you about Lieutenant Rodriguez?
Yes.
What was the substance of those conversations?
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor, these are admissions by the defendant and therefore not hearsay.
I'll allow it. Detective?
He said the lieutenant ratted on him when he was in uniform, and that's why he'd been forced into internal affairs.
Was Lieutenant Rodriguez a subject he talked about frequently?
All the time. Pat, Captain Fraker would get so worked up. I was always changing the subject to calm him down.
Did you have occasion to see the defendant the day Lieutenant Rodriguez was shot?
Yeah. He pulled me into a conference room early that morning.
And what did you observe about his appearance at that time?
He was sweating, breathing heavy. He seemed very disturbed about something.
What did he say to you?
He said the department and his wife had found out about us thanks to Rodriguez. He said nothing was stopping us from being together now.
And how did you respond?
I was scared. I had broken things off a month earlier, but he wouldn't let go. I told him I was sorry for what happened. I also said that I'd hired a lawyer and was meeting with the inspector to discuss a sexual harassment suit.
What was that suit based on?
The captain had made it clear that unless we got back together, my opportunities for advancement were going to be limited.
And how did the defendant react to the news of the suit?
He cursed at me and stormed off.
Detective, does your lawsuit have anything to do with your appearance here today?
No.
Thank you.
Detective, did you get your associate's degree from Moreland City College?
I did.
And isn't it true you filed a sexual harassment suit against a professor?
Objection. This is irrelevant.
Your Honor, this shows a pattern of hostility towards superiors.
Too far afield, Mr. Sinclair. Sustained.
No more questions.
Josh, your friend Rick folded.
Folded?
You said you came in late to work, which differs a little from what you said to us. Rick had to choose between lying for you and going to jail or staying out and taking care of his mom.
So I was a little off on my timeline.
Don't compound your problems by being an idiot. Because if you keep up with this tired-ass song and dance, we'll just toss you in the system and you can deal with all this at trial. You want your wife and kids to hear how Dad was banging a guy?
I never did that with Melissa, never.
Melissa, try Carl Gustafson. That's the name the DA will be using in court.
What happened this morning, Josh? Let's keep this circle as tight as possible.
She was gonna tell my wife. Tell her things that we never even did.
Did the fight jump off while you were there? Or were you pissed before you showed up?
No, it happened right there. I just lost it.
That's good. That way it wasn't premeditated. It was a crime of passion.
Ain't no passion involved between me and Melissa. She was gonna tell lies about me and I reacted.
It's just a legal term.
As soon as it was done, I left. I didn't even take her money.
What money?
She had 12 grand stashed under the linoleum in the living room, saving it for a sex change. I'd always yell at her, put it in the bank. She never trusted no one.
Where in the living room?
In the closet by the front door. I saw her adding to it when I walked in, and it'll still be there because this was not about taking her money. This is about me trying to stop her from ruining my life with lies.
I'll get Greg and Baldwin to look into it.
Me and Melissa never had sex.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
Yeah, but see, you ain't giving me no guarantees.
You gotta make the DA happy first, then they consider your explanation.
So I do my statement, right? What's keeping him from saying, screw him, 20 years?
Because of the sympathetic content of your statement. All right, let me show you. Tell me what went down with the old woman on Avenue C, Violet Walker.
Just came up, said, keep it cool, give me the purse.
Did you raise your voice to her?
Kept it quiet.
You intend to hurt her?
Hell no.
See, that shows character. Why'd you need the money in the first place?
I mean, food, booze, new gear.
Nathan, you got a sick aunt, right? She got doctor bills, she needs medicine. That stuff adds up.
She got insurance.
But don't a few extra bucks here and there make her more comfortable? Maybe it's the difference between a good doctor and a hack.
All right, I mean, yeah. That cash went to my aunt.
Yeah, that shows you were selfless. You put that in the statement, what heartless ass will give you 25 years?
Guess I don't got much choice.
All right, so here we go.
But I ain't going for the doc.
All right, you got bad blood with the doc. That's on record, huh? He picked you out of a photo array. That's on record. You are going down for the doc, with or without the statement. What we are trying to do here is give you a chance to explain why you stalked him to his hospital, why you lied in wait and cut him and threatened to kill him.
Without this statement, it's 25 years. With it, we can argue to lump it in with the other robberies. All right, we asked him to drop the threats, the assaults, the past history. Instead of attempted murder, you just go for 5 robberies instead of 4.
Won't buy you a single extra day. The offer is fading fast, Nathan.
Damn!
How'd it go down?
Like you said, I waited for him in the parking lot, came up on him, got his cash.
Why'd you stab him?
He came at me. It wasn't out of anger.
Write it up.
Josh admitted to killing Melissa.
That son of a bitch.
Now, if we can just get the 12 grand that you took out of Melissa's apartment, we'll be done.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said.
Are you calling me a thief?
Not if we get it back.
I didn't take her money. Maybe you should ask Josh.
He's the one who told us where the money used to be, but he didn't do it.
Hello, he's a murderer.
Yeah, and he's not that bright. He wouldn't try and pull some double reverse psychology move on us. If he took the money, he wouldn't have brought it up.
Okay, so then maybe you should ask one of the cops who was there. I didn't see any halos when they walked in the door.
Monica, tell us where the money is. Once we have it, you walk.
This is so outrageous. I don't even know how to respond.
Okay, then we will turn you, your apartment, your life inside out. And we will find the money the hard way, and you'll go to jail.
All right. You're staying here while we look.
It's gone.
Stop playing games.
I swear it's gone. You'll never find it.
Where's the money, Dan?
I sent it to my son.
Enough with the lies.
I swear.
Enough!
I got a girl pregnant in high school. Her parents said that they'd take care of her and our son if I wasn't in the picture. So I split. He's 11.
You need to get that money back.
His mom's broke. She lost her job. She's looking to get evicted, and I finally have a chance to help. Melissa, baby, I know you're looking down here right now, and I know that's where you'd want that money to go.
If you're making up a lie about some poor kid...
I'm not. The money's gone, and it's gonna stay gone. I'll never tell you where they live.
It's not like we can't find out.
Well, then just put me in jail. I'll do the time. But please don't take that money away from them.
Number 4. Tell the cops and I'll kill you.
I'm just not sure.
One more time, number 4.
Tell the cops and I'll kill you.
Again, I'm so sorry I can't be more help.
It's all right, Doc.
I feel like such a fool that I didn't pay closer attention to what he looked like or how he sounded.
Given the situation, it's forgivable. And don't worry about the ID. The case will make regardless.
How so?
The perp confessed.
Really?
Lou, you heading to court?
Hayward just called.
Doc, you need a ride back to the hospital?
Oh, I'll be fine. Thank you for everything.
Don't let the serpent get to you.
Yeah, I got it covered.
Lieutenant, when did you first see the defendant the day you were shot?
Early afternoon. Came by my office, said that my squad was out of control, long lunches, folks leaving early, that sort of thing.
Could you describe the defendant's demeanor at the time?
Confrontational as usual, angry.
And did you have occasion to see the defendant later that afternoon?
Yes. He barged in my office again toward the end of the tour, demanded that I find Detective Sipowicz.
And did you notice anything unusual about his appearance at that time?
He was disheveled. He was slurring his words. I could smell the alcohol in his breath from across the room.
What happened next?
He said that I ratted him out when he was in uniform, and now I ratted him out for sleeping with a subordinate. Neither allegation was true, and I told him that.
Did you ask him to leave?
Several times. I even said I'd get an officer to take him home. He just got more riled. Finally called me a dirty spick rat.
How did you respond to that?
I stood up, told him if he didn't leave, I'd kick his ass.
And did you move towards him at any time?
No, I never came out from behind my desk.
Raise your hands at any time?
No.
Reach for your gun at any time?
Absolutely not.
What happened next?
The captain turned like he was leaving. And he pulled his gun and shot me in the chest. Next thing I remember, I was waking up in ICU 2 days later.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Lose your temper a lot, Lieutenant?
No, I don't.
So threatening a superior officer, that was an unusual event.
Yes, just like a superior officer walking in drunk and out of control was unusual.
So the captain provoked you, right?
To telling him to leave my office? You bet.
And did a homeless man named Robert Delgado provoke you in 1996 when you broke his arm?
Objection, Your Honor.
Goes to pattern.
Overruled.
I was supervising a narcotics raid. Mr. Delgado was 6'4", 240 pounds. He became agitated and attacked an officer. It took 4 of us to subdue him.
But you were put on modified assignment for 2 days, correct?
Which is routine when a civilian complaint is filed. I was cleared.
You received 2 complaints for excessive force when you were in narcotics, right?
Over 14 years. You're in the field as much as I was. You ruffle a few feathers. It goes with the territory.
Another complaint when you were in uniform. Goes with the territory, right?
I was never disciplined for anything, and I'd put my record up against any cops.
How about your personal life, Lieutenant? Any temper problems there?
Your Honor, I must object again. Lieutenant Rodriguez is the victim in this case. His character is not at issue.
Overruled. Answer the question, Lieutenant.
No temper problems at home.
Sir, when the police responded to a domestic disturbance complaint at your apartment on May 7th, 1993, that had nothing to do with your temper?
My ex-wife had a drug problem. At times she'd become paranoid, hysterical. It was all I could do to calm her down.
Broken arms. Domestic arguments requiring police intervention. And you don't have a temper control problem.
Objection, argumentative, asked and answered.
Sustained.
Let's talk about the day of the incident. The first time Captain Fraker came by, he announced a series of investigations, correct?
That's right.
What would these investigations have done to your career?
Nothing, because the charges were without merit.
Assuming they had merit.
Objection calls for speculation.
I'll allow it.
I suppose I could have been disciplined.
Not just discipline, Lieutenant. You would have lost your command, right?
You have to ask IAB that.
I'm asking you, Lieutenant. You knew Captain Fraker posed a grave threat to your career, didn't you?
He didn't.
Then he came by again, antagonized you further.
I dealt with it.
An IAB officer tells you your career is over, calls you a dirty spick, and you just dealt with it?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
You didn't just threaten Captain Fraker, did you? You reached for your gun, right?
I did not.
You were provoked. Your career was on the line.
Your Honor, counsel's badgering.
Sustained.
He was drunk and he shot me. That's what happened.
Would the court remind the witness he's testifying under penalty of perjury?
Objection, that's totally improper, and counsel knows it.
The jury will disregard that question. Don't try that again, Mr. Sinclair.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense has no further questions.
The witness can step down.
This whole thing with Monica is such a mess.
And if it was your call?
Well, we got the killer.
Yeah, I'd let Monica go at this point. She helped us clear the case.
You know, I actually do believe that the DOA would have wanted the money to go to Monica's kid.
How'd it go, boss? It went. Where we at?
Monica did take the money from the DOA's apartment.
Where's she now?
Downstairs in his cell. Thing is, though, boss, she already sent the money to his kid.
Whose mom is down on her luck and could really use the money.
Which we've confirmed is true. So, considering that Monica and the DOA were best friends, and Monica didn't go there looking to steal the DOA's money.
And the DOA's got no family to get the money to.
The money's gone fine, but Monica's a collar. Let the DA figure it out from there.
Guess it didn't go so good. Getting cross-examined by that scumbag Sinclair. How's it supposed to go? Hey, Doc. You need something?
If we could have a word in private.
Sure. Right in here.
I had some questions about this fellow who confessed and what kind of sentence he's facing.
Up to life. Depends on the judge.
Does he have a long criminal history?
Very. He's a good guy to get off the street.
What's on your mind, Doc?
Nothing. I just, my wife and I have been married for 36 years. And 3 years ago, she had a stroke. She can't talk very well, or walk, or use the bathroom without assistance. And she has to be fed through a tube because she can't swallow. But still, she's my wife. I love her.
Of course.
She needs 24-hour care. On top of which, she has physical and speech therapy 4 times a week. She also has a cardiac condition. which requires very expensive medications.
We're sorry to hear that, Doctor. But
our insurance maxed out last year, so I was paying for treatment out of pocket. Then a couple of months ago, it became clear I wouldn't be able to operate much longer, and we've spent all our savings.
Doc, is this a disability scam? Did you set this mugging up?
There was no mugging. I cut myself.
Unbelievable.
I have degenerative arthritis of the spine. I can't sit straight or stand for any period of time. It isn't covered by my insurance.
So you needed a new disability?
Unbelievable.
I can't apologize enough.
We have been teeing off on this Dale all day.
You understand, I had my reasons.
But do you understand the position that we are in now? We have shoved an attempted murder down this guy's throat.
Not including where you stand, which could be in jail for falsely reporting a crime.
I'll take what's coming. I just couldn't let a man go to jail for something he didn't do.
Doc, if this comes out, this guy may not go to jail for 4 muggings he did do.
You got that surgery coming up for your hand?
In an hour.
Go to the hospital and stay there. And if we have any trouble finding you, we will snatch you up off the street.
I'll go right there. I'm so sorry. And please tell Mr. Dale.
Just go to the hospital, Doc. Unbelievable.
What was that all about?
We got a little hiccup.
How about just laying it out, Andy?
The doctor made up the story about getting attacked.
What?
Yeah, he cut himself hoping to collect insurance.
How come Nathan Dale went for it?
Because we put together a little package deal that Dale signed off on back when we were operating on the assumption that the doc was legit.
Dale absolutely did the other 4 muggings. This thing with the doctor just kind of got folded in.
Apparently the doc has a terminally ill wife. He was,
You know what I want? Okay. I want how you're gonna fix this so that it goes away and it doesn't bite me in the ass, because I really don't need this right now.
We'll get an amended statement.
We're going to toss out this whole thing so we don't have to defend the first one at trial. We'll get a new statement and...
Just get it done. What's up?
Just seeing how it went down at court.
Nothing yet.
You leaving soon?
In a bit.
I'll walk out with you.
All right. Listen, on that Monica thing, whatever you and Connie think is right.
We wouldn't mind kicking her.
Fine.
Thanks.
It doesn't get to the doctor until page 4. So do we keep the first 3 pages at least or start fresh?
Ditch the whole thing. Go in there, sell him on how we're going to lose any reference to mugging the doctor this morning because he's been such a great guy all day.
The doctor just got hit by a bus.
Hit by a bus? Where?
On the corner, on Bowery. Oh, it's horrible.
Just step right in front of me.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Can you take her?
Oh, look good. Just keep still, Doc.
It's with my attorney.
Yeah, we got an ambulance on the way. You just hang on.
The will, the insurance.
For your wife?
Yeah, I have life insurance. Make sure it's...
Okay, she'll get taken care of.
Believe me, I'm worth more dead than alive.
You gotta make room for Doc, the ambulance is here. You just hang on for us, okay?
It's not like I got a big update to give you. We made our point. He took his shots. All in all, it's pretty much what I expected.
So Valerie seems pretty confident.
Yeah. You know, Rita, the only way I can get through this is if I just keep moving forward.
Sure.
I stop to think about, how this has been turned around on me and what's being said about me. Fricker couldn't kill me with a bullet. Now he's trying to do it with lies.
Listen, nobody believes Fraker.
Oh, you tell a lie enough times, it sticks.
Lou, you have to have faith that this is going to work out. I mean, that's what's getting me through.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're involved in this, too, and if there's any way I can help, you know.
You can let me know what's going on. Maybe it'll help you, too.
I'm telling you, I can't think about it. I hope you understand.
And just know that I'm here if you need me.
I appreciate that. You all right getting home?
Yeah.
All right.